Okay.
Are we on?
We're on.
We're on. Hello. Happy Friday, everybody. Where are y'all from? Jason's got to figure out how to get around the camera now.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. If y'all are following us today, please let us know you're here. It is just a cold, wet day here in Alabama. The rain has stopped for a little while. We had some flurries this morning and some sleet this morning. In a word of precaution, or to err for precaution, we should close the studio today. So Jason and I are going to paint today. And we brought some kits with us from the studio. We always talk about our kits, but we'll show you what comes with our kits. And we're both going to paint a kit today, because what better thing to do when you're not working is to paint, because it's stress relief and it's fun. So we're going to be checking. I'm going to make sure everything is showing up over here, that you can see us. If y'all come on, say hello. Tell us you're here.
Your hair's getting cut off a little bit, but I think that's okay.
No need to dip. It's okay. It's okay. My head's getting cut off a little bit. We are sitting out on the back porch. The only way we can do that is because we have the fireplace behind us and it's keeping us warm. It just was the easiest place to set up, and it's nice and cozy in here with the fire going. So tell us what the weather is for you. Where are you located? What is the weather like? The west central region of Alabama, we know, has gotten several inches of snow. So we're thankful we don't have that, because South Louisiana girl is not a fan of that much snow, except when she's on vacation, and then she can leave it and be done with it. So we are live on Facebook and on YouTube, so you can comment either place. Please comment. Let us know you're here. Please turn the sound off so I don't hear myself.
I'm just making sure it's on there. Just making sure it's on.
So y'all let us know you're here. We're just relaxing today. Going to enjoy some time together and paint. I can't see everything right now. I don't like looking at myself. So y'all let me know. Y'all comment. If y'all, I gotta see if I can even see the comments, but comment.
You can.
Let us know you're here. And I think I clicked the wrong thing anyway. So we're going to figure it all out. Y'all know we do this and then we don't do this for a while. And so we lose experience in what we're doing. But we have 2 paint kits today. So these are straight out of the studio, exactly as they would ship to you if you buy our paint kits. Oh, and I'm going to say it many times today, but we're doing paint kits for a purpose. So that is a new mission that we're on for this year. Paint kits for a purpose means when you buy a paint kit from us, $2 of every paint kit is going to go to that charity of our choice for that month. And you know what it is. We're already announcing it. January is St. Jude. St. Jude's Children's Hospital has been very personal to us. We've had family that have been treated there. So that's why we chose that one. We have already picked 12 fantastic organizations for the year. And every month we'll switch to a new one. So this month is St. Jude. So these are 2 paint kits that we grabbed out of the studio to paint. Jason is going to paint. Can you see it? And we're on delay. So when I look over here, I don't always know what I'm seeing. Okay, there we go. So Jason's going to paint the toadstool mushroom. Very popular, very fun painting. He has not painted this before. So the instructions are here. You're going to see everything you get in a kit. Vanna in it. You're going to see everything as the kit comes. I am going to paint the Rise and Shine Rooster. Never painted it before. I had 2 that I brought with me to paint. I chose this one.
Fun thing is these could be just total disasters by the time we're done, but we're going to find out.
But the whole point is, this is what you're going to do. So we're going to show you everything that comes in the kit.
You go first.
So, mine's the Rise and Shine Rooster. So they're bagged. Can you see everything here?
Yep.
I don't know if that's on the logs, but I have paint specific to my painting. I have a pack of brushes, a great pack of brushes. It's got a little bit of everything in there. And we're painting today. We could bring our fancy brushes. We could do all kinds of other stuff. Nope, we're painting with what's in the paint kit. We have an apron. I'm wearing a paint shirt. Sunshine and Pixie Dirt shirt. Sunshine and Pixie Dust shirts are always used in the studio, so they have paint on them anyway. But there's paint. We have a napkin. A paint. There's an apron. This is why he's going to keep me straight, because I'm going to do this kind of crazy. I'm not going to use it, though. We're going to put those on the other side, and I can use them again later. We do have a paper towel. We probably should grab more paper towels later, but we have a paper towel. We have a plate for your paints if you want to mix and do other things besides with the little cup that they're in. I want to flip it over. I have a traced canvas of my design. I have this picture of my design. And then here I have my instructions that tell me how to paint this rooster. Now, sometimes things are a little interesting because even on this one, it's traced on a black canvas. I'm going to paint it on a white canvas, and I'm going to change up the background using the paints that are here for me and play around with that. So it's different than in the studio, but it's something you can take on vacations with you. You can have family paint nights at home. Even if you want to use different colors than what we send with it, this is acrylic paint. You can pick up this paint at Walmart, Michaels, or Hobby Lobby. So it's just acrylic paint. Again, we're going to be here a while, so if y'all come on, tell us hey. Let us know y'all are here. Okay, it just said not so nice in my translation. It does not like me. So when you're reading it,
did it say something that was wrong?
It said white balls. I didn't say white balls. So you never know what it's going to say, and I'm sorry if it comes across wrong. But here's our instructions for my Rise and Shine rooster. Jason is going to open his up. Or you can toss him.
You can toss it. And I've seen these painted neon. I've seen them painted all sorts of different colors. So it's going to be interesting.
This one has been fun in the studio, but he's only going to paint with what's here.
With what's there. So
now he and I can trade paints if we wanted to.
So we're gonna do the video game mushroom. I don't think I can say what it is.
No, it's just a traditional mushroom.
Yeah, traditional mushroom. What did they call this thing? We saw that video of the guys going around.
I don't know, but they were real. I've never seen these in real life, and it was interesting. Toss that to your chair, please.
Okay.
Thank you. And you'll notice my lap might move a little bit.
Don't need the apron.
Miss Tula's right here in my lap because if I'm sitting, she has to be here. And Mr. Rue is down here hanging out with us.
He'll probably bonk everything in a few minutes whenever he gets ready to go outside.
They're warm. Don't worry. It's comfortable in here. I will go hot and cold, but it is very comfortable in here.
They have fur.
They're comfortable. We're not freezing out this fire. It's quite nice and toasty.
It smells like acrylic.
Oh my goodness. He's smelling the paint. So this brush set that we have, and these are brushes we use in the studio, same brand. When you toss that to us.
Mm-hmm.
There's 10 different brushes here. Some of them are things that I would use regularly. Some of them look a little deformed because they've been in that pack. But we're going to have fun. We didn't bring paint pens with us today.
Nothing.
This is exactly what you would get in your kit. And we're just going to play around and have fun.
It helps if I put on my glasses because I can't see a darn thing. I'm like, where's the opening part?
And the only thing you actually have to provide on your own is a cup or a jar of water. These are our drinking waters, but we're going to share this water today. His choice, not mine. So yes, he doesn't mind sharing.
I don't mind sharing. It's a nice brush set for coming with a. I'm not just saying that.
This first time he's actually probably delved into the kit.
Yep.
The plate can be helpful if you want to mix your paints a little bit, or you want to, as Brittany says, make your paint more juicy. There you go, Brittany. I did it. She likes to thin her paint a lot, so the plate is really good for that because you don't mess up all of your paint. You can put a little bit here, and then you can add water to it, make it a little juicier. So we're not going to just explain every little thing we're doing. We will probably talk about it as we go. The instructions are different. So if you look at mine, I have pictures with instructions under each picture. They're guidelines. You go with it how you want. Jason's has a sheet of pictures, and then he has a sheet of step-by-step instructions. So y'all know we license our paintings from several people.
And we do some of our own.
And we do some of our own, which more to come on that later. But when we license them, we get the instructions from those artists. And this allows us to continue offering so many different designs to you. The website currently has over 200 different acrylic paint kits. So, and we're continuing to add. I just added some Thanksgiving. Oh, what is wrong with my brain? I just added some Valentine's, some St. Patrick's Day and some Easter. In addition, there were some last year, but there's some new ones. Hey, Brittany. Okay, are you laughing at my comment, or are you laughing just at me in general? Because I did bring up your name and talked about juicy paint. Okay, so we're just gonna paint.
Yeah, we're gonna start.
We're just gonna sit here and you're
never know what
welcome
we're
to
gonna
spend
talk
some
about.
time with us. Yes, just like in the studio. You never know what we're gonna talk about. We have our little paint pods, they're full of paint. We've talked to several people who've used these kits over in the past, and they always tell us there's enough paint. It's our turn to have fun with that and see how much paint. Brittany usually prepares our paint kits, so I know does a valiant effort of making sure these paint kits are loaded really well. Remember, Brittany's gonna tell you to get your paintbrush wet.
Oh yeah.
See, Brittany, I'm looking out for you. Oh, yeah, he might paint me while we're here too.
I mean, you're here.
So, I'm going to take a little bit of my paint and put it on my plate. So, in the picture of mine, it's really dark on the background. I don't think I'm going to do mine quite as dark. I'm going to thin it out a little bit. I'm going to do a little wash. I like to do a crisscross method a lot.
Yep. It covers the canvas
because it's less stress, in my opinion. And even if you're not trying to cover the entire canvas, and mine's still a little not wet enough. It just depends on what you're trying to do, but it spreads that paint so well. And again, we're not doing this as an instructional video. We're doing this just because we're having fun, and I don't take enough time to relax and paint. So this is a great time for me to relax and paint.
I painted all day yesterday.
He did. And I can't wait for y'all to later see what he's working on. It's a tribute. It's very heartfelt.
Even Brittany said she couldn't wait to see it done. I was so proud of that.
So tell us what's going on with you, Brittany. How was the weather for y'all? If you're still there. And Brittany, it's not spelling your name right when it closed captions it, but you know, we're not surprised. It definitely wouldn't spell my name right, I'm sure. And I'm getting the sides while I paint. I'm the side police. So you often know that in the studio.
And I never paint my sides. Until she fusses at me, and I'm probably not going to paint them today.
Uh-oh. There goes his phone. Is that important?
That's a reminder that I got a doctor's appointment, but I can handle that later.
So I'm just doing a really a lighter, a grayish, and look, I'm splashing paint all over the place.
I mean, we are on the deck or the patio.
Back
so
porch.
We're fine.
My dog might get splattered, but it's acrylic paint. It'll wash out of her hair. I
enclosed this patio. There used to be curtains, and every time the wind would blow, it just wasn't worth coming out here. So when I enclosed it, this became a viable space.
You enjoy it out here.
Yes. When we have time.
Yeah, facts. So again, the studio is closed today, so we've made our second happy place of painting. And it'll be hard for us to remember to keep talking.
I wonder if anybody, whenever they're looking at us on here, is that old couple painting again?
I'll be older this week, so yeah. I'll be his age again.
He is.
Nothing but rain. I did drop a piece of ice out of the fridge earlier, so I did see the ice. You were a nut.
I did read something that whenever, we say we're 52, but we're really starting our 53rd year. Because if you count from...
Yeah, well, why you gotta go there?
And I just went, oh.
Why you gotta go there? Yes, Allison, I look forward to you hanging out with us again tomorrow. Oh, so because I had it a little runny when I worked on that side, it made it run down I'm just doing my own little texture here. And that's the fun part about these. We give you guidance, but we don't tell you how you have to do your painting. And I will get a little closer to my rooster here, and we're the novice painters. Jason's way more experienced painter than I am. We're novice painters. So what I want you to know is every skill of painting is welcome at the studio. Whether you are the fine artist and you just need some relaxing time to do something that's out of the box of what you normally do, and you need to think less about it because in your fine art you're thinking a little differently or a little more.
What I've found is after you get done with it, you feel pretty good. Even if you don't like the painting, later you will, because a lot of people won't like the painting the day they leave, but then the next day they're like, I did that.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And normally I'm not so particular around my lines, and we'll tell you that in the studio, but because I'm putting black paint down,
yeah, you're gonna have to.
I have to be a little more careful.
Yeah, otherwise you're gonna.
I won't know where my rooster goes.
Yeah. Yeah, this is plenty of paint. You should be able to easily cover. Then you got to know where your rooster goes. You know, they did that song, what did the fox say? They never did, what did the rooster say? Because nobody wants to hear
Well,
it.
I mean, who's your favorite rooster? I'll tell you who my favorite rooster is.
I know who your favorite rooster is.
Anybody want to take a guess? All right. Okay, I'm going to show my age, too, though. Anybody want to guess? No guesses? I'll wait a little bit. Y'all come back and tell me what you think. Who's my favorite rooster?
Foghorn Leghorn.
I'll tell them. I'll tell you no one can answer it yet.
Well, you asked the question.
I know. I said to go back and answer.
I'm sorry, I was getting into the painting.
This is how I do all the time. Yes, Foghorn Leghorn. Yes, Allison. Yes. Allison knows.
I'm a chicken hawk and you're a chicken.
Love me some Foghorn Leghorn. But I'm showing my age again, but that's okay. Embrace it.
Those are some of the best Saturday morning cartoons. There'll be food around the corner.
Jason's singing again. So the fun part with this rooster is getting around all these tail feathers. And it's okay if it's not perfect because I'm going to come back with some other colors later.
The fireplace starting to put out some heat now.
Quite nice.
Yes.
Allison, how's the weather for y'all? Did y'all have any icy issues?
She might have to go to work.
All is on took your answer. Yeah. She works from home.
Well, then she definitely has to go to work.
She's probably working.
I guess technically we're going to work right now.
Yeah, see, we're working. We just didn't go to work.
We were about an hour late, though.
No, we weren't. Cut me some slack here. Boss lady can be late every now and then. Okay, so I'm trying to remember what part that's the part. I gotta make sure this dog doesn't put so that yeah, see you see this little nose is about to come out over here. She might have a nose in my face. I see Miss Tula.
She's like, is there cheese?
No food, we're just painting. She does whine to lick my plate after I eat, so she may think this is a food plate.
I guess if she wants a black tongue. I heard that grunt.
She grunting at me. Grunting at Jason. We're down to one.
On what?
Watch her. It's okay. They'll come and go. Let us know as you come and join us and tell us you're here. We're just painting today, so we'll keep restating it for those that are new dropping in.
Well, this is kind of the boring part of the painting where you just kind of fill in the background.
And some of y'all are actually at work, potentially. Not all of our followers are in Alabama.
What's up with that?
So, not all of our workers are. I mean, some of y'all work all the time during the day, which is why we have day and evening classes. And you choose. The nice thing about such a wide variety of brushes in your kit is you choose which one you want to paint with. Some people would not want to use the brush I'm using to get in between these feathers. And sometimes I wouldn't have done this, but
and I'm just slapping paint on.
again, it's just about having a fun time, relaxing, and creating something. And I don't even know, I've no rhyme or reason to why I'm painting in some areas at one moment and then I go to a different area the next moment. Because I just feel like it.
I contacted some of the people in northern Alabama this morning to make sure they were okay. And they had 4 or 5 inches of snow in their yard. And then my mama asked me how much snow we had gotten, and I said none. And that ended up being wrong because our roof this morning had just a little bit on it.
So we had some flurries.
It's melting off right now as the rain comes down.
Yeah, right now it's just raining.
I looked at all of the traffic cameras up in northern Alabama, and I'm glad I wasn't up there. Woo.
So thankfully today was not his day to work up north.
Yep, and all the guys that I work with up there, they're all having to do the salt brine mix to put on the ground. They've been at work for like 30 hours straight. One of the guys is they have put cots out for them. Those guys are working their butts off to make sure that y'all are okay.
Road to safe. So if you've checked out our paint kits, tell us some of your favorites. And even if you're watching this on replay, give us a comment that you're watching on replay, and still you can answer the questions. Let us know. Let us know if there's another area you'd like to see more of.
Let us know. What? No snow. I didn't wet my brush again.
And I don't get, when we talk about wetting our brush, we're not getting much water on it. I'm just getting enough to make my paint slide a little bit. Make it more like ink, as Brittany will say. Now, I'm not, especially when we're detailing, we're doing that, but because of the way I'm putting on this black, that's what I'm doing.
I feel like I'm painting a corner of a room. Just push that thing up into the corner. I don't know if anybody can see that. They can.
And if you're ever if you're in the area where you can visit us in the studio, we also do paint parties and birthday parties, and
Just
you do your event. We have classes. We did a technique class last night. Our technique classes are back going again. We started over the session.
The fella last night didn't know that he was going to a technique class.
Well, he did when his wife gave it to him. It was a gift. He just found out about it this week.
He had no idea what to expect. That was funny.
So the point is,
I think he had a good time.
I think he enjoyed what he was learning, and we're gonna so that was a Thursday night. We introduced a new topic. We're restarting last year's sessions, and then we have some new ones starting back in 2 weeks. But if Thursday nights don't work for you, we also have Saturday mornings. So check out the calendar. The calendar right now is all loaded, all the events for the calendar through through February are loaded on the website right now. And that's a miracle.
You did great.
So I'm going to try to keep ahead because often I'm a little slow and behind the game. It's hard for you to plan. I'm going to try to work ahead on that.
My mama's going to be mad. She's having to work right now. She can't watch this.
So we're just hanging out and painting today. So anybody who comes on, say hello. Tell us what the weather's like. For those not in the Alabama area, it's a winter advisory day. So it was under caution for us till 3. We decided to just close the studio so people didn't feel like they had to get out in case things change in different areas. So, being that it's a closed studio day, we've decided to paint. If y'all like us doing this, what are you working on today, Brittany?
She's painting too?
I don't know. She just said, guess what I'm going to work on today. So that can mean all kinds of things.
Pacific Rim? The Krakatoa?
Oh my goodness. Y'all. It's like this all the time. You moaning? What you moaning about? Hey! Hey!
We were joking that if we decided to paint Krakatoa, we would have to paint it as a toe blowing up.
Christmas boots!
Christmas boots? But it's not Christmas.
She wants to have them ready.
Okay.
I'm assuming. Why are you painting Christmas boots today, Brittany? Because you can.
She don't have to work.
She's not working. She's painting at home. Can't wait to see what you come up with.
We're not looking at her going, hey, Brittany!
Do this, do this, do this. Brittany, do this. She can have a little extra time to work on some other stuff.
I didn't see whether or not these mushrooms were poisonous.
Well, he sure was hitting on them.
I know.
That was the craziest thing. I've never seen that.
It's like a drum.
Oh, she got to put the lights on them first. So I don't like to paint with an easel, but you're welcome to use an easel in your home or even in the studio we have them available. I like to move my canvas around a ton. So as you can see, I'm upside down right now. Excuse me, the canvas is upside down. I'm not upside down. I may be
I didn't think about that. They're having to watch us paint upside down. I guess every now and then I'm gonna have to turn it upside down.
Well, they aren't watching me paint upside down. For them, it's right on up. All right, so if you've been with us a little while, you know it's Mardi Gras season, and you know that means king cakes. So if you are watching, or you watch later, tell us about your favorite flavor of king cake. Because I will be in Louisiana in February, and I will come back with king cakes. And so we will have them in the studio for a little while.
Real king cakes.
Yeah. Real king cakes. So king cakes from Louisiana come with flavors, numerous flavor options. So we're going to be coming back with many of them, as we did last year. I'll pick a different baker this year based on where I am. I'm actually going to be in Acadiana, so I'll have some different choices.
You will.
From some Cajuns. So Louisiana has Cajuns, has Creoles. They're different groups of Louisiana French. Okay, so I'm getting into some areas where this brush may be too big for me. So I may.
It's probably too much paint.
You'll use it. You'll eventually use it.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any questions on anything we're doing or why we chose to do something, ask.
Even after the video is done, we'll do our best to answer you.
And we may not know why we did it, but we'll give you a
why?
We'll give a shout out as to what we think we were thinking. Who knows what we're thinking at any given moment?
We certainly don't.
So you can see how much black I've put on this canvas, and I'm still only in this one pod of black paint. I keep adding water to it to thin it out to help me get thinner paint, which spreads better. So if you're ever painting on your canvas and you feel like your paint's not spreading, add some water. Just add a little bit of water. So I'm just hitting a few areas again. And it doesn't have to be perfect by any means. Woo, log drop. Are you okay back there?
Yeah, just gonna go rearrange.
Love a good fire. The other night it was so cold, Jason, he put us a fire together. We just sat out here and chatted. It was quite a nice night.
It was a good night.
All kinds of chatting about future comings with Sunshine Pixie Dust too. My lap's moving. You want the blanket on you or I'll put it? You gets a little warm for you. This is my dachshund, so she likes to burrow, so don't worry. She's used to being up under blankets and prefers it that way. So don't think I'm suffocating her. Rue is over here stretched out on his little pallet on the floor, so he's not directly on the cold floor.
When we first got our first Dotson, I was like, how do they breathe in there? But they do. They get underneath there and they.
Our Miss Abella, she burrowed more than anybody. You forget she was in the room.
Yep. And then you'd step on a blanket and hopefully not step on her and then feel it.
That's why she stayed on the couch with me so much.
And you're like, oh!
Less chance of being stepped on. So this did take a little while of mine. That's why he's progressing further, because I had so much background to cover around this.
Yeah, I paint a lot more than you do.
But he does. I don't paint a whole lot, unfortunately. I just don't. I gotta make more time for
I'm doing what it says, which is a miracle.
Yeah, that is, y'all. The fact that he's paying any attention to directions is huge.
It's huge.
Huge. If y'all like us doing this, tell us. We may do it more even if you don't like it, but you know. Just to make us sit down and paint, but we'd love to know.
It is nice just sitting here.
We don't do it enough.
Nope.
I don't, for sure. In the studio, I'm usually working on something else.
The good thing about the white right now is you can kind of get the way you want your curve to be underneath the mushroom, and it won't show up later. So I know it looks like I'm not doing anything, but there are these little subtle lines that I'm making that will make the underside of this look like it's curled up like an umbrella.
Thank you, Brittany. I know we are painting. You don't ever get to see me paint hardly anymore. It is nice. And it's a great way to spend a day when less can get in the way.
Yes.
I have some Valentine's designs that I think we're going to, there's some of the new kits that we just put out there. I think we'll paint maybe next week. We are blessed with the way our work is that we can do this.
I heard something go ding.
I know. But I don't know what. Brittany had already commented. I'd already read that. But So if you're new visiting us today, we are here just a painting. It's a wintry alert day in Alabama, so we had closed the studio today just so nobody was on the roads to us. And we figured most people would be, I mean, the schools are closed and they're virtual, so a lot of people are not going to be on the road. So we decided while we were here, we opened up 2 kits and we're just painting them. So these are kits that we sell in the studio. We just grabbed 2 that we already had made that we had neither of us had painted,
but wanted to
paint and brought them home. Alrighty, so my rooster has the base coat of brown, black. I can't talk. Got the wrong words, but we don't even know whose brushes are whose when we're done. But
it's
it don't
okay.
matter. So we're working on our paint kits. So what am I going to do next? I'm using my instructions that are here, that come in our kit. Paint round brush. Sometimes the instructions even tell you what kind of brush to use. Sometimes they won't. It's your choice. It's always your choice. You can paint with whatever you want.
Shrooms, man.
Jason's painting shrooms.
Trying to get that angle right.
Alright, so I'm after reds. Red is always a fun one because red takes multiple coats. So don't stress if your red is not perfect the first time.
It's getting there.
Get you. Okay, since I just painted this and this black is still a little wet, I'm going to go to some other areas first. And sometimes you'll see that some of these instructions have you paint areas that aren't going to be that color later. And you're like, what the heck? That's some of the different artists that we subscribe to. That's their different techniques of layering. You can, again, these are guidelines. You paint what you want to paint.
The cool thing is in the studio, you can't do this for kits, but in the studio, whenever you come in, you can paint. We have every color you can imagine.
Yep. So often we'll let you change it up.
Metallics, glow in the dark.
Especially on the ceramics.
Glitter.
Oh, and on the ceramics, y'all, I got some new ceramics in. I'm working on those listings. Hopefully we'll list them today. That's my goal. When we're done doing this, I'm going to work on getting those listed. And so you can see we got some new bunnies. We got some new chickens. Actually, we have a rooster, Fred Rooster, and Ethel Hen. They're adorable. We have a baroque bird. We have a chickadee, a little chick coming out of her shell. Some of them are just great all the time. Some are great for Easter.
Is that? Please tell me that one with the duck coming out of the little duck.
Just talk about it's a chickadee.
It should be called. It's quacking me up.
No, that's not what it's called.
That's what it should be called. I mean, the eggshell's there and it's cracked. It's
not ours. We don't name them. Somebody else named it. Okay, I'm getting a little. Let's see. Both of these are red. I'm not sure why they had you draw a line there. And to help you spread your paint, we were talking about this earlier, you can add a little water into it. And we got all kinds of little nature sounds what's going on in the background. We got rain running off the house. We got fireplace wood crackling back here. We don't need any YouTube channel telling us what the fireplace sounds like. We're making our own.
I threw on the one on the Roku channel, and then it had commercials. I'm like, what's the point of having a fireplace sound if you got commercials?
What you doing, Miss Tula?
I feel like I need a bright yellow there, but I don't have a yellow. Oh, you got one.
You hold up. Makes you hold
No, I want to do it as a kit so people can see.
The point is, you can have your own paints. Actually, I have some pictures I'm gonna post of one of our customers, Beth, as she sent it to me. SPD on the go. She bought a bunch of paint kits and brought for. She was last week visiting with her family. They actually came back yesterday. Actually, they're coming back today. Beth, I hope y'all are traveling safely.
In the snow.
In the snow. She brought paint kits to her family, and they were painting all together, and they had their basket of paints that they have in their house, and that they were adding into the collection. It's a perfect way to do it.
Yes.
But if you don't have them, or if you're on vacation and you're taking them with you, this is perfectly fine too. Just take them with you. Oh, now I'm getting licked because my dog is a licker. That's what she's going to do. So now you get that natural sound too.
They might not be able to hear that.
I sure can.
It's pretty funky.
Miss Tula. She's not happy. He made her stop. Oh, I got painted. Good thing I only paint with one hand right now because the other one's on her. She just goes through stages of it. She'll forget in a minute. Whew. Her belly's growling now, too. It's not mine yet. Mine will be soon, but it's not mine yet. And this painting, like this area I'm painting red here, that's not even on there's no lines to it. We do have trace canvases that help guide you, but this one you just have some areas that kind of just do a little painting in. If you're watching and you're new to us, ask questions if you want to know a little bit about us. Of course, I'll restate some things to some of you that already know. Bear with us. But Jason and Cherie Taylor, here with Sunshine and Pixie Dust. Painting away. Enjoying the day together.
See where we're at.
And Brittany, who you'll see does a lot of commenting on the post when we're here. She is our fabulous artist that we are so blessed works with us in the studio. Of course, Jason just had to make me hear myself, and I don't like hearing myself.
I can't respond as you on YouTube.
Who's somebody commenting?
Yeah, you can say hi. Bye.
Hi. Hey, Kathy. I'll respond back. I'll come back through and
I'll leave that one over there.
catch them.
That way we can see.
We're just painting away today, just enjoying some time together on a day when we closed the studio because of weather issues. Threats of weather issues. So far, thankfully, this area is not horribly impacted.
But you go about 30 miles north.
Not only that, we just heard of a plane in Atlanta having some issues. I don't know if it was what type of issue, but I'm sure it's not hurting that the weather is so bad there.
I definitely wouldn't want to walk that tarmac back.
Yeah, they had to slide out of the plane and then take the tarmac walk back.
The slide sounds fun.
No.
Maybe that could be an amusement park experience. Get the slide out of a fake plane.
No.
Whee! That should have been the Delta flight experience for whenever Disney had that. As you finish.
Well, it was the Delta plane that it happened with today.
Oh yeah, it's Delta.
I'm seeing pictures from Dallas. It's market in Dallas. I'm seeing pictures of snow. Guess it depends on what part of the city you're in. Because I've seen some areas where they're saying it's not too bad. So I'm just kind of mimicking my instructions where it shows me the red goes.
How long are we into this thing right now? Does it say? It doesn't say.
Doesn't say.
Someone would say.
Probably a good 30 minutes or so. Since you said we were an hour late to work. We're here to chat though, so chat it up if y'all want to chat with us. Just painting some paint kits, and again this month we're doing paint kits for a purpose. Well, actually all year long.
Be something different each month.
Each month we'll have a different charity that we'll support. Some are local, some are national, some are state. So we're going to touch on a little bit of everything. Each one has something personal to us. So you'll learn a little more. But this month is St. Jude. So $2 of every paint kit purchased from our website or in the studio. $2 of every one will go to a donation we'll make.
I think I forgot to paint my little red mushrooms down below. I did.
You didn't forget. You just chose to do them in different order.
I guess so.
What does Bob Ross say? Just happy accidents.
Happy little accidents.
No mistakes.
No mistakes, yes.
Hey. Thank you.
Ew.
She licked my chin.
Dog germs.
He's kidding. He loves her. He's doggy.
None do.
Mr. Roo is quite happy, relaxing over here.
Well, yeah, he's probably comfortable for the first time in a long time. He's got all that fur.
Brittany, you'll have to show us some pictures tomorrow of your Christmas boots and whatever you get done with them. Just a painting. Just a painting. Little John Anderson Perry.
Mm-hmm. You got to throw your tonsils in front of your tongue, though.
I don't have any tonsils.
I know. Whenever you say, I love his voice, but it does sound like his tonsils are in front of his tongue.
So Brittany said Corey shook his head when he saw them so far. Her boots. That just means they're right on target. These boots made for walking. All right, what else do I need to do red?
Tell you what, that drip off the roof could That's napping dream.
I know. It definitely made me want to give me some napping weather here. Again, I'm just following my instructions as a guideline to help me paint this painting.
Did you buy these or did you just take them in the studio?
What the heck? Why are you calling me out?
And would it be a tax write-off if we did?
Let's not go there.
It's funny.
I'm such a mess.
I'm assuming no.
No, but I will put the contribution to the charity for it.
Okay.
He does this to me all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, I think that's it for my red. So
I don't know whose brush is whose now.
I said that already. Oh, orange. Without cleaning my brush, we're gonna get some orange. Okay, I'm not closing them too well. There we go. I'm getting a little confused. There we go. And because I didn't clean the brush, I'm getting a little orange red here. Oh, I'm not supposed to go all the way there. Goodness.
Are you telling me I'm the one following the directions this time and you're not?
No, I'm following them. Absolutely following them.
I still messed up.
I just don't have good lines. Like, they don't paint lines on every section you do, which is okay. But so, for those of you who do not know, this is not my history. Like, Brittany's been an amazing artist since she was very little. Her mama knew and saw the talent in her and has embraced it. And she's been painting since she was 3. Cherie here. No. Cherie was a computer programmer for 28 years. You told me I was going to paint something and I'd have laughed at you.
We were math nerds.
So this is a new world for us. And yes, we run an art studio. But that's where God sent us. And that's what we do now. And that's what we're having fun doing.
Is that your shoulder?
No, that was the firefly. A whole new world. That's what Brittany's comment was. She didn't expect me to sing it, but yes, it is a whole new world. Living our best life, just living it up. So my point to that, all of that is, everybody can be a painter. Because if Cherie can paint, everybody can paint. Because the perfectionism that so many of you are worried about, he's strong for me. And you have to let it go and just enjoy it. And it is so much better when you do.
Paint under the mushroom cap and stems with yellow mixed with white and let dry.
That's your yellow.
I know. Okay. With a big brush and dark green paint, add some color around the edges. Almost like you're framing the paint. Oh, it wants me to do the fish eye look. Okay. I can do that.
And when you're cleaning your brushes in water, don't just swish them in the water. The top, hit the bottom. That's how you really get the paint out of them. Especially when you're doing something like a red, an orange, and a black.
That's you.
That's how we can tell.
That's me.
This is why I need more pigtails, because I use a lot of pigtails. These little paint pots do hold a lot of paint.
They do hold a lot of
And certain
paint.
colors, you're going to have tons of leftover, so you can build you a collection of some paints after a few paint kits.
There's plenty of paint here, as long as you don't glob. And even then, I think there's plenty of paint. And Brittany had said that there's plenty of paint.
Excuse me, what the heck was that? You brought a blanket around? Sissy? What's up with that, sissy? And don't worry, if you go out of your lines just a little bit, there's time to work on fixing it. You want the blanket on you? You're being sassy. But if I put her on the floor, she's going to be begging to get up here in my lap. So that's why she's up here.
And she will sit there and make the little dingy dingy sound with her dog tags.
Dog tags, like she's got a bunch of them.
That's interesting.
Okay, they didn't paint that one in that section. So there's often some issues on the instructions. You just got to work through them. But
What are you talking about?
around the eye, there's some orange.
Uh-huh.
They didn't paint the orange in that step when they were in the orange. This one's just yellow and it's already painted.
Well,
So I'll be painting it.
you got to paint it.
But that's just my point. There's sometimes some interesting notes in the. What's the tray moving? That is Tula licking her paw. And her head's touching the tray.
She gonna be all right.
No, the tray is the issue, not her. Okay. And we're just rambling to ramble because as you paint, sometimes you're so engrossed on what you're painting, you forget to talk.
Oh, that was crazy the other day with how quiet it was in the studio.
Yes. There was
How many people were in there?
that's what I'm counting in my head. I
seven?
think no, I think there were 8 people in there painting. And it was quiet as a mouse because they were so deep into what they were painting. That was when they were painting the snow place like home design.
And depending on who's in the studio, there are people that will talk the whole time that they're painting. There are people that won't, and this was an entire group of people that were really quiet. It was different than what's normally in the studio.
And we never know what's on TV. Like sometimes we have movies on, sometimes we just have music on. So it was definitely a very quiet day. Brittany was kind of teaching that class, so we had the music really low. But they were all deep into what they were painting, and it was quiet. And Brittany had no voice, so Brittany was not talking as much. She just chimed in on that.
Oh,
That's
she did
right.
get it back.
It's back.
It's back. That's right.
And then Kelly's, poor Kelly, we hadn't seen her, but she's losing hers. And all right, so I got the beak painted. I'm going to do another coat of that. Get some orange in here.
The beak?
The rooster's beak? He's got a beak. Brittany will tell you. She can look at something and know who painted it because even with all these instructions, everybody has a style.
Yep. I didn't know I had a style. And then found out I had a style.
And that's what's fun about it because it's your personality coming through in your work.
Okay.
I'm hearing buzzing, and it must be my phone sitting up there, probably getting some kind of message on it.
Oh, Alex is on. He said this is awesome.
Hey, Alex. Oh, he's on the YouTube?
Yeah.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, Alex. Hope you're feeling better.
Hope you're warm.
Oh yeah, it was snowy in Tuscaloosa today. I saw the pictures on the Algo cameras.
Alex's kiddos have painted some paint kits.
Yes, they did.
So we also occasionally have some watercolor paint kits. We're working on some new designs for our watercolors too. They tend to be even better for the younger group.
It wants me to, the kit wants me to mix black with this and go over it again, but I kind of like the way it looks. So I'm just
keep
going to
it
do
the way you want. This is what we say. It's your painting. These are guidelines. If you you may notice sometimes my tongue might hang out while I'm working on it.
I do that.
You know, you just never know when you're that serious into something. Like we said, when it was so quiet in the studio the other day and you could hear a pin drop, I'm sure some tongues were hanging. Crooked mouths as you put your lip in a certain way while you paint. Oh, that's welcome. We don't discourage it. And it's not about perfection. So this is one thing we talk about a lot in the studio. Right now, while I'm up here close working on this, I can critique how bad I'm doing keeping this little section around his eye straight, perfectly round, whatever. But when you step back and you can see it because you're through the camera looking at it, it's as the picture is as a whole. So often we take pictures from people and we put them across the room and look at them. Or we tell them to take a picture with their phone because it's going to get the whole painting together and you're going to see it differently.
Alex has hot cocoa right now.
That would be nice.
I saw a recipe on the internet for hot cocoa where they took, again, it's the melted vanilla bean ice cream.
They did it with the ice cream again?
And then they added the cocoa in and vanilla and a little bit of, not that I would want this, but a little bit of bourbon.
Can you say I said that? Ice cream sounds good.
Ice cream sounds good.
It's cold, but ice cream.
And then they put it in a crock pot. And that's how they served it. I was like, that sounds amazing.
Huh. We might have to do a cocoa day in the studio. How about that? We might have to look that up and do a cocoa day in the studio. All right, now we're going on to a bigger color. Close these up for now. I did get a little orange in my yellow, so that's the fun part because I did what I told you not to do. But you know. Now we're going to teal. Get some teal going on this bright, colorful rooster. With brush. I like filbert brush a lot. Filbert brush has a little bit of a curve around it. I like painting with them. Alrighty. Next up is to add some teal into here. I'm going to let this dry a little bit more because I'm going to put some teal in here. So I'm going to focus on the areas that are dry first. I keep making changes on my where I'm going. Gotta make my paint juicy. Actually, I don't need it that juicy, but I have to say it because Brittany's not here to say it. And you can even see the difference between Jason and I painting, the way we hold our brushes. Okay, I have teal now splattered all over other parts of the painting. That's okay. I might do it on purpose later.
I'm cheating a little bit.
You're cheating.
I'm using another technique.
Well, it's your painting, so you can use all the techniques you want.
That leaf technique.
Okay, I messed up my feathers there a little bit.
Get it? Yes. Nope. Almost. Now I gotta gloop it.
So tell us how your day is going. Are y'all staying dry, wet, cold? Are you somewhere where it's hot? Even Florida's cold right now.
No, they're making it up to 70. Orlando's making it up to 70.
It was cold this morning when they started that 10K.
It was.
I've seen pictures.
It was the guy that's been riding the People Mover. He wants to ride the People Mover for 500 miles in a row. So he's just sitting there riding it and riding it and riding it every day. He's making 50 miles a day over an 8-hour day. And I can't think of anything worse to do than to just sit there and ruin my day at Disney by sitting there riding the same ride over and over again. But it's getting him views.
Ron
on the go, yeah.
We like to watch his page and a couple different ones. The vloggers just say stroll through the park. But the fun part is they do such extreme shifts in temperature.
Yeah.
That's hard.
That was weird living in Florida with the whole day being 40 degrees different often.
We've had that sometimes in Louisiana too.
Yep.
So I'm just getting in my teal color, and where I want to get it tighter, I'm going to get a different brush later. I'm going to keep using this one as much as I can.
That's a good looking chicken.
There you go. Thank you. He's a rooster.
Alex said he thinks he did the Spaceship Earth 8 times in one day.
Oh, me and them.
I like that ride a lot.
I could do that with Living with the Land, though. So I
Yeah,
understand.
we could. Definitely.
That's mine that I could keep going over and over and over again because I could look at a different section of the greenhouse every time.
You all right, Tula? You grunting?
She just gave you kind of a, well, as long as you acknowledge me.
I hear you. That is the loudest snoring dog.
She's our chunkster.
Yes. We've been saying for years to our vet that we feed her the same as everybody else. So don't get, the Dachshunds are food aggressive, but she ate the same amount as our other Dachshund. The other Dachshund was a healthy weight, and they were like, she's just.
Well, now last year they told me they were going to thyroid test her, and I didn't do it, but.
And so we got her thyroid tested, and she had no thyroid basically.
Takes after her mama. Well, my mama goes both directions. Thyroid, but.
So we started giving her thyroid meds, and now she's starting to lose a little bit of weight. So,
but she got all this extra skin hanging now, so she still hangs to the ground. Yes, we're talking about.
yes.
Any rooster fans out there? Who else might want to paint a rooster? Phyllis says yes. She's snoring now, so if you keep hearing she'll also snore with her eyes wide open.
Yes.
So I might should have painted all that orange because now I'm getting a different color.
You're going to have to start all over.
No mistakes. Happy accidents. Just roll with it.
Ah, got my finger in it.
What are y'all thinking? Tell us about what you see. I know it's a long live. That's why you'll just come and go as you would like. We're just painting for those new to us. We're just painting a paint kit today.
Ooh.
The studio is closed today because of the inclement weather in the area, threats of it. So, because a lot of schools are closed. So we decided to hang out and paint some paint kits.
Alex just asked me how many traffic signals do I think have burned in California right now. Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
Well, I mean,
and they're
tons
all,
of homes, so.
And they're their own spec. Oh. That was those. I don't know. Maybe
Serious
maybe
infrastructure.
400 or 500.
You've lost a lot of homes, a lot of infrastructure. It's gonna be really tough. I mean, how many, were lost in North Carolina too? Because I'm sure there were significant numbers of those that. I mean, we saw just stuff washed away that had been there forever.
Forever.
We're going to be heading back to Asheville next month, and it's an area we have visited often. So, and it's an area that we know was severely impacted. The little nature center that we go to has not reopened yet because the road was washed away.
Yep.
They're still caring for the animals. Obviously, they have a way to get to them, but as far as being able to visit it, and we're not going to see what was done. We're going to support the community a bit just by being there and putting in some tourism dollars back into it because that's how they make money. That's how the area survives. The Biltmore houses even had to, from what I've read, laid off people because their tourism. I mean, that's how they survive. So we're going to go back and spend a couple days. We're also going to go see our comedian while we're up there. That's actually what sparked the trip.
A Valentine's Day date.
It's going to be our Valentine's. We're going to take some time.
First time we've done a date on Valentine's Day in probably 20 years.
Probably. So the two of us are going to we're trying to put some dedicated time on our calendar for the two of us to spend together. Now, don't fret. We'll make a business trip, too. We're going to Sims Pottery, which is one of our major ribbon locations.
That place is nuts.
We get to have a little fun out there.
I think we're going to have to reserve a U-Haul before we go.
See where he's wrong in that is then that gives us the capacity to fill up a U-Haul. We don't want to do that.
Well, why else go, right?
We can get some stuff. You can look them up online. They're on the wholesaler for businesses. Ribbon, florals, mesh. They have a lot of different things, but I enjoy going. But it's on our path coming back, so it's just like a 30-minute detour. So we're going. We haven't been in probably 2 years.
It's been 2 years.
So we're going. This teal is fun. It's still raining.
It is.
Doesn't look to be raining, but you can hear it running off the house. So it's just enough.
I wouldn't want to be working in it today.
Some cold rain.
The other day, whenever it was in the 20s and we were out working, oh, so bad.
So if you had your own colors, what colors would you paint this rooster?
That is in Orlando.
I'm painting this to the specs that it was from the artist who we purchased the license, the design from. But if you were painting it, what colors would you put on him? Or the mushroom that Jason's painting, what colors would you use for that if you were painting it? And we're not in a hurry to paint these, so, you know, yeah, you could probably paint them faster or slower. The nice part about the kits, you can close up your paints and come back to it another time. There's nothing to say you have to finish it in one sitting.
Yep.
And even in our studio, that's the same way. We don't rush you to finish it. It's just about enjoying what you're doing. And you just keep working on it till you get the results you're looking for on that. So if I feel like this blue is not, this teal color is not thick enough, then I go back and I put some more coats on it.
It's time for another log.
Put a log on fire. Our little space is nice because we even have some TV, a big TV back here, and we can.
For copyright reasons, we have to.
Yeah, we're not putting it on now because we don't want to, because we're live streaming, but we can hang out back here and put the TV on. And on a nice day like today, we even have some other chairs that are more recliner-like chairs.
Hey, who painted this? It looks good.
Look at you! Tell you he'll be done way before me, but that's okay.
I'm not. I've got a whole lot of stuff to go. I thought you were further along than me.
So some of the black is showing through on the one, like they didn't paint over it all, but I can add back in some of that. I painted all of it. Yeah, I'm supposed to put a little of that down here too.
A little what?
There's blue on his legs. I don't know if Alex is still on at the university.
He said he was going to work on his annual review.
I don't know if the university was even open yet. Has the semester even started?
Yeah, he had to work yesterday.
But that doesn't mean the semester started.
No, he said he had to teach yesterday.
Oh, okay.
He sounded like he was really excited about it too.
Another new semester.
Somebody who loves what he does.
Best kind of professors out there.
Yeah. Somebody got to teach you these monsters, right?
Nice.
They could be nice.
Monsters. Okay, nope, got it. Oh, hair, take one. It's a Rue hair. He is out of. Oh, there he is. I see his eyes. Coming up. How you doing, dude? My boy. He's quiet because we're thinking. So again, if you're new joining us, we're just painting some of our paint kits that we offer in the studio. We just grabbed 2 from the studio yesterday when we knew we wouldn't open today because of the weather concerns. I'm sure the roads are fine now, but we knew a lot of people were home because their kids were out of school today doing virtual. So with less people on the roads, we're in a very rural area. Don't want to have people unsafe coming out. So we decided to stay home and paint. So we brought these paint kits home with us today.
It gave me an excuse to organize the little patio too.
We're back on our back porch. Got the fireplace roaring behind us. Just hanging out, enjoying some good quality time together. Both working on paintings that we've never painted before, but that were kits we had available. Painting is, even if you're not good at it, I don't consider myself a great painter. I do this because it's fun and relaxing and therapeutic for me. So everybody can do this. There's no expert level that you have to, skill level that you have to come paint with us. Either with our kits or in the studio with us. We have our paint kits, we have our ceramics that have been a lot of fun.
That's a lot of blue.
What?
On the brush.
Well, because I painted it blue. A lot of blue. And our paint kits come with, we're both using the instructions that came with them.
Yes.
To guide us, so the canvases were traced to start. You don't have to overthink any of this. I have covered up some of the areas that I still should show, so guess what? I'll just come back and add them in. No big deal. And that is hard for somebody like me. But, I'm telling you, no big deal. I've definitely hid them. What you think so far?
I think it's really good. It's definitely colorful. I think we picked the right kits, even though we both wanted to do our kits. I think we picked the right kits for this because it
bright and colorful for the camera too.
Yep. It really shows up.
All right, what else am I going to do next? So I'm just following through. Back to red. And the nice thing, because of what I'm doing with this rooster, the colors are touching on top of each other. He's just a bunch of feathers blended. Now you don't want to, I don't want to put the red on top of this green till it's dry because it'll become brown. And I don't want brown on my rooster. But I'm going to start on some red on some other areas that I feel like I can darken them up a little more, brighten them. I said brighten and darken, yes, but I do need them both.
Something's going to happen.
This is one of the canvases in the studio that is also great as a door hanger, this design that I'm working on right now. So sometimes we offer things in the canvas size or we offer them as a wooden door hanger on an 18-inch round. And actually I see it right here on this page, how cute it is on the door hanger.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
So we can do that for a lot of our paintings. We can offer them. So if you look at our class listing and there's a painting you want to paint and it's not offered, message us. We often, not always, but most of the time, can offer the painting you want to paint at a different time. So if this rooster is something you want to paint, but you don't want to do it in kit, you want to do it in the studio, but you want to do it on a door hanger, message us. Just email us.
We do have open times where you come in and kind of do what you want to do.
But if you're doing something different, it helps to message us first.
Yes.
So that we can get it prepared for you ahead of time. That helps a lot for your time, our time.
Everything.
Just so that you can spend your time working on your project instead of waiting on us to prepare it. And again, that depends on if all of us are there. It just helps if you email us. You can get that on our website, Facebook page, all over the place. What little miss? Yeah, I believe. I got it. All right.
Is that what they meant in the song? I got the nightlife, I got the boogie.
Always like this one. You don't want me to start singing that one.
No. You're doing it anyway. I love it. She does sound like she's a little bit in pain when she's singing that song.
Tula, chill, sissy. What is it? You want the blanket on your head? Okay, I can do that.
She's just saying I'm not looking my best, so I don't need to be on camera. That's kind of what she's saying.
She's saying, I want some more attention, Mama.
Yeah.
What you doing, Mama? Cuddle with me, Mama. You know it's all of that.
Yes. I'm giving my mushroom the measles.
Oh, goodness. Sissy, really?
I don't know what she needs. You want to sit her down and I'll bring her back up to you if you need to, or?
Sissy, what is that? All right here. You want to get up on my lap? You need more loving? This side? Oh, you want right across the center. Well, you are kind of warm.
It's not too bad in here.
You come and go. It's a little more difficult.
Putting little dots on this is fun.
It's a little extra fun of painting with the dog on your lap. Try not to bump the hand.
We got to go back to the happy little eye for this.
Uh-huh.
In this case, it's a tulip.
Uh-huh. I love it. Our dachshund here is 14 and a half years old. She's an old girl.
She's a grunter. It's shrooms, man. They're everywhere.
Y'all staying warm? I have some moments I get cold.
I had to put more long on.
Is it time for another long?
I put two on there just a second ago.
My laugh is moving.
Okay. Now I've got to do highlights on the flowers and the mushrooms. I'm going to do some low lights too.
Oh my goodness, I gotta do all that too, okay.
Probably should have taken some of your black. I'm barely going to use 1/10 of this paint. That's a lot of paint.
Trying to get red out. That's why I had to do some extra. We repainting yellow now. Where are you going, sissy? Chill. My lap is moving. So again, we're just painting today. If you're new coming on. Hopefully everyone has done okay with the weather today. Looks like all the precautions were heeded and hopefully everybody's okay. Tell us how y'all are doing. Anybody with us right now?
Might have been a few people trying to paint this while we were doing it.
Well, they don't have a kit.
You never know.
Oh my goodness. Big boy's he's back to sleeping.
He's happy.
He's got his whole pack in one place. He's very happy. Sometimes you'll meet them at the studio. They do sometimes hang out up there with us. They're very gentle dogs, so don't worry about that. He loves to meet new people.
He does.
In his former life, before he became a tailor, the shelter we got him from in Louisiana, they used to take him to the nursing home. So he's definitely a sweet, gentle boy. And thrives off of meeting people. Anybody out there with roosters at their house? I know they don't necessarily look blue. This one, actually, with the colors like this, he reminds me of the one in Robin Hood, the Disney version. Do you remember him?
Yeah, the one, the bard.
He was definitely much more colorful like this.
I want to do that now.
Leave some birds out in the yard. Definitely making some noise.
Now the hard part. I normally use a paint pen for this.
The details?
Yes. I'm scared.
Scared. That's so funny. There ain't nothing to be scared about.
You mean the 6 cups of coffee I had?
That's why you're scared.
I messed up my mushroom by trying to low light it. Have to clean that up a little bit with some white.
All right, so now I got to do a step where I got to have juicy paint. Got to do wispies. It's the same, similar to the gnome. I think of the gnome beards. Got to have a lot of thin paint to do those gnome beards.
This is definitely the hardest part for me.
And for many people. And that's why we do have paint pens in the studio.
Trying to be patient with a brush.
Wispies am I supposed to be doing? All the way there. What we really love is when we paint pictures. We're doing a private event at a church later this month. That's for Brittany's church. And last year we did it with 50 people. And they all start with the exact same painting, same traced canvas, and how different they all come out is amazing. And it just shows the personalities, and it's part of the fun of it. And Brittany stands up and she'll teach it to them. So we do have events we can do like that for your group. If you follow us on Facebook, you'll see some of the ones we did for some of the law firms. We had 2 law firms we did for Christmas parties. We've done birthday parties, so we'll do everything.
Whenever you say you did, whenever you do law firms for this, do you have to say allegedly first?
No, because we didn't allegedly, we did. We also have done fundraisers for the food pantries in both Millbrook and Wetumpka. They are the 2 food pantries that service the Gilmore County. I'm not sure that quite works out. So we have another one. We already are booked for our next one in Millbrook on April 1st. We'll be having details on that out soon. They need to pick a painting, and they're a lot of fun. Donations go. We raise money for their organization in those events. So all of that's on our website, and if you ever don't see it and have questions, email us, chat with us. There's a chat feature on the website, and I answer those. Right?
Yeah.
Dang.
I just,
A little nerved over here.
I'm so jumpy from the caffeine.
Maybe that should tell you something.
I know I don't need to be drinking that much caffeine.
I have a shaky hand and I don't drink caffeine, so it's okay. He looks like a rooster a little bit. I'll think. How are we looking? All right, what else we gonna do? Just follow my directions. Oh, we got to get into the detail on me now. Got to get the liner brushes going. The key, Brittany will say, getting your paint juicy. Because you want to spin it around with your brush and make it like ink. And that will help you do those detail spots better. I don't teach most of the paint classes, but I listen.
Listen, Linda, listen.
Listen, Linda, listen. I'm usually using that against you. Listen, Linda, listen.
Because I have a lot of trouble listening. I think every boss I've ever had said that.
Listen, Linda, listen.
Probably every teacher. Definitely heard it from my parents. Kind of hard to listen whenever you have a full band and all sorts of stuff going on in your head. Although I will say painting quiets that down a lot.
So I should talk to you when you paint?
We try. I'm willing to try.
Y'all heard that. I'll try that.
And Brittany will get on here and outline these things and it's like nothing. Wonder how her boots are coming.
How your boots coming, Brittany, if you're on still? Let us know. Or if you get back on, later, let us know. She's working on her Christmas boots in January. But she's got an idea, so I know that's why she's running with it now.
Yeah, if you don't get it out, it goes away. That's why I had to paint what I painted yesterday.
More to come on that.
Yeah.
Jess is entertaining us with some whistling.
Well, I can't put that song on. If I put that song on, you probably lose a lot of audience because they don't like my type of music.
I'll put a song on.
And we'd have copyright problems.
And detailing does not have to be as stressful as it seems to want to be for many people. It's just to help accent. Like I'm throwing in some detail lines to separate, as they describe, separate the feathers a little.
You're getting there. You're going to finish for me.
So he says.
Feels like it.
It's not a contest.
Nope.
You just painting to paint and have some fun. It's very rewarding.
Yes.
To have something you've painted. When you pass by it, know you painted it.
I get that.
So I've not been painting very long. Maybe we might be going on 3 years now. But the first one I did is still hanging, and it's a Halloween. Why did I say Valentine? It's a Halloween painting, but it's up here year round because it's a reminder to me.
She was so happy whenever she did that. It was her first one to do. She was so happy.
And it kicked my butt doing it. But I did it. And so it's a reminder.
And then we did some cows together.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story.
And you did a bumblebee. And then the bug got us.
The bug?
The paint bug.
Oh.
Got me anyway.
I got to keep managing the business a lot, so I don't get to do as much painting as I want, but this is helping. We're both into these detail parts, so we definitely get quieter when we're doing detail parts.
Well, it's difficult because you don't want to get outside the line, because then you got to do some touch-ups, and then you got to do details, and then eventually you just go, okay, I've done enough touch-ups and details. I definitely have some touch-ups to do on this, but you don't have to.
It's just about adding definition to the painting. Oftentimes when we finish these details, it just finishes off the painting. And details are different for each person. What you like. The Posca pens that we have in the studio, yes, they can definitely make things easier. But they're not the only way to do things.
I used them in a painting yesterday.
But he was doing a very precise painting yesterday.
Bricks and pavements
And he's doing it to a very historical area. He's doing a painting in New Orleans. So when you're doing historical stuff, the preciseness and those details matter a little bit more.
it fits my nature on painting. I like to do a lot of repetitive things. Which I didn't even know about myself until I started painting.
Can you see our paintings coming together? Ooh! He's trying to bump everything. That's Jason. So when you get into big details, it really comes down to how you read your painting and things you want to see in your painting. So you get in there and add them in as much as you want or as little as you want. And again, our instructions that we share are guidelines. So you use them as little or as much as you want and as you're comfortable with. Sometimes, if you're in the studio, you can even get Brittany to pimp your painting for you a little bit.
Yes. But don't tell nobody we said that.
She's got the magic touch.
I'm glad we did this today.
Me too. It's been a good day. It's been a great day. I got clicked over here. Somehow it's all got clicked.
You still home?
Yeah. It all good. I just had a pop-up box up there and I didn't know where that came from. And anytime if you get too much of something, if you feel like you've done too much on a detail, go back with another color. Let it dry. The really nice thing with acrylic paint is keep layering it. You can put paint on top of paint, but
Yeah.
let it dry.
So you see where on here, yeah, I guess I can. I went a little bit over. Now I'm going to come back with those colors and kind of clean that up.
Thought I'd lost my napkin. I found it. So now I'm really going to be going back and just kind of adding in some highlights from some of the other colors. If I feel like I put too much black and it's too powerful, then I add another color in there. I'm just taking a little bit of water into my paint, making it thinner, more like ink. Then off your brush if you have to, wipe off what's on it, and then go back and get it, and you can roll it in the paint to get to a point. There's some birdies going on over there.
The hardest part about these paints for me is actually taking a deep breath and realizing you're not in a hurry.
We're just still going strong, painting away. If you have just now joining us, we're just painting some paint kits that we brought home with us since the studio is not open today. If you can go back and do a replay, you'll see everything that you need to paint this painting. We didn't bring anything from the studio with us today. This is all that came with our paint kit.
I think it's cheaper to get them by paint kit than it is to go and buy all the stuff. I was looking at that the other day. I was like, our paint kits are cheaper than going to one of those box stores.
And this month, we're doing what we're calling Painting with a Purpose. And a portion, $2 of every paint kit sold is going to go this month to St. Jude, the research hospital. They do a really good job of the funds go to the patients and their families. I'm very aware and of charities that I choose that the money goes to the cause. Very important to me. So we picked out 12 charities, and every month we will pick a new one. Some are local, some are national, some are state. We're both just working on the detailed portions of our paintings, which sometimes can be the most tedious, sometimes they're the most fulfilling. Because that's what helps bring that painting to life. Yep, if you catch this later, you'll see that it's a very long live because we've just been on the whole time we've been painting these paint kits.
For those of us that aren't into football, you can watch it then.
What?
Well, you got the football game tonight.
Tonight? Yeah, we'll be watching the football game. Well, we'll be keeping up with it. I don't know that we'll keep it on. That's what we tend to do.
We might be watching Landman.
Yes, we still have to catch up on Landman. It's a very interesting series. Yeah, we're just having fun. I don't think it's been months since I've sat down and completed a painting, so this is wonderful.
I can't say that.
But you're enjoying it. That part's wonderful.
I have been enjoying my painting. I try to do an original.
I'm enjoying today.
I try to do an original as often as possible. I'm finding it very fun and therapeutic.
And everything we're using today, everything we brought, the only thing from our house is the jar that the water's in. Everything else is what came with the paint kit. And that was important to us to show you what you can do with the paint kit.
Yes.
And you can make your own colors, mixing together what you have here. You can use whatever you want from your own home. We just wanted you to know the kits do come with enough.
Yeah.
I was just seeing if we had anybody chatting with us.
I've been looking on the YouTubes.
So we've been live on both YouTube and Facebook today. If you are not following us on both and you hear us on the other, go, if you're on Facebook and you don't mind, give us a shout out or subscribe on our YouTube channel. We won't always have everything on both. I started painting legs. Chicken legs.
Chicken legs.
We're trying very hard. We're going to work on it, increasing our content. If you would like to receive our emails, we're working to get back to those, and you can subscribe on our website. Goodness. Aggressive much.
Yep. I'm almost done. I gotta do my dots.
Okay, mine has music notes on it. I will do them with a paint pen later.
You can't.
I'm not going to attempt to draw music notes with this paint pen. We good back there?
We good. Nothing fell out yet.
Thank goodness.
I think I could do this whole painting over again.
With the amount of paint?
Yeah, I'm serious. I didn't go over half on any of them. That's good though.
Well, we don't want people running out.
No, that would be bad.
I think it's almost done.
We're gonna finish at the same time? What the heck?
What, you want me to act like I gotta take one?
No.
What am I missing? Oh, I need to put this more black on.
There's some music on it.
Wrong for that.
Oh.
Wrong for that. Whistling in the wood there.
Yes.
How's it going, Brittany? You're back. Well, how are your boots coming? That's the question. But here we go. What do you think? I think I'm just about done. It said I said Brady. I didn't say Brady. I said Brittany.
We don't have that bad of an accent.
That's my chicken. Rise and shine, rooster. I can see that the background needs a little touch, and I might do something with it later. But I don't know. Look, Jake, what you think?
Look, it's
Think he's
amazing.
done.
I think he did great. He got fuzzy too. He's almost a silky.
Not with those girls. So yes, what Jason's been saying is the amount of paint that we still have. So I don't know if you can see the white there is barely touched. I never even opened that black, but that's good because the background, you could go really heavy on it.
Yes.
So I'm gonna seal them up. I still have a whole nother blue I've not touched. I have almost a full green. Still some of that blue, the teal blue.
Okay, let's see if I missed anything.
Thank you, Brittany. And she says her boots look like a Christmas tree. So I still have a lot of yellow, a lot of orange, and a bit of red.
It wants me to add some background dots. That's hard to say.
So there's all my paint.
The background dots it is.
I think I am done. I'm going to call it a done rooster. I may look at it later and see. And that's the nice thing is you can. It's your painting. You can work on it later some more. But Miss Tula has now crossed across me and is eating up my lap here. I think I got some odd-shaped chicken legs going on here, but
I think that looked fine.
one's much skinnier than the
But
other.
that one's closer than the other.
Yeah, okay. I'm proud of myself
You should be.
that I did it. We're only 2 hours there.
That's not bad.
Yes, there's plenty of paint, Brittany. That's what we've been talking about. Plenty of paint. And we were talking about how much we worry about it, but we're good.
Yep.
Jason's doing polka dots. So we may make this a regular visit. We may do this every week, and you can see us paint some different paint kits. There we go.
I think I'm done.
Voila. There we go. So here we go. Our weather day time spending painting together.
Let's see what it looks like on the canvas. Make sure everything's right. Oh look, it looks good on camera. Oh, let me go lower. Let me go lower.
Yeah, that's right, Brittany. He only worked out on one leg for leg day. Well, that's it. We're going to sign off from here. This has been a fun day, fun time sharing with y'all. And Jason painted. Oh, wait, never mind. That's how it was traced on there.
Yeah.
Business cards upside down on it. Or either I put it at the top. But thank y'all for joining us today. If you watch it on replay, let us know. And we'll see y'all later. Be safe out there, everybody. Bye.